Number patterns, question 5 on input-output number patterns. Here is the same set of 4 questions for you, and this is the table given to you, right? Complete the table below. So you have to complete this table. Describe input-output pattern. That means how do you get output of 4 from 2? How do you get 7 from 3? If this is the input, what is going to be the output? And how do you get that? So if 5 is the input, what is the output? Figure it out. Write the pattern rule in 2 different ways. So pattern rules you can decide. You can write pattern rules for inputs, for outputs, and how to get output from input. Okay, so it's an open question for you. D. Find the 10th and 50th term. That's kind of critical. So if you get a good rule here, it's easy to find the 50th term. Otherwise, you may have to write 50 times. Okay, now let's see how can we do it. So first part is complete the table below. That seems to be simple. 1, 4, 7, 10. So we are going up by 3, right? So plus 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 plus 3 is 10, and 10 plus 3 is how much? 10 plus 3 is 13, and 13 plus 3 is how much? 16, and 16 plus 3 is 19. So that is how we complete our table. How did I find this 3? I found it by doing 4 minus 1, right? So if I do 4 minus 1, I get 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. 10 minus 7 is 3. So 3 is the difference between the next term and the previous term. So that is how I get my number 3. But this 3 is magical. It has magic in it. So what is the magic power of 3? I will show you just now by describing the pattern rule. Okay, so we did the first part of completing the table. The next part is to describe input-output pattern. Now see like this. From 2, this is the input. I have to get 4. From 2, I have to get 4. How can I do it? That is the question. 3 I said is a magical number. We'll use this 3. What is 3 times 2? Let's try. 3 times 2 is 6. But not 4. How do you get 4? Take away 2. If you take away 2, you get 4. Correct. But does it always work? Let me see if it works. Let me use it with 3 and 7. So I will do this. 3 times 3. This time the number is 3, right? 3 times 3 is 9. What is 9 minus 2? 7. Oh yeah, it works, it works. Okay, let me try with 4 this time. So what is 4 times 3? 4 times 3 is 12, minus 2 is 10. Oh yes, it works. So the formula works. And therefore, I can write down now my formula. The formula is input, whatever input is, this input numbers times the magical number 3, which is called common difference. This 3 is called common difference. So magical number 3 minus 2, which we found by doing so many times. So that gives us what? Output. Do you see? Output. And here what you learn now is you can get output from input by using a formula. We call this a formula, okay? And here this number 3 is called common difference. C-O-M-M-O-N, common difference. D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C-E, correct? So you can use common difference to find output from input, right? And figure this out. This is kind of tricky, but you try it. 3 times 1 is what? 3. How do you get 1 from 3? Minus 2. It works. Do you see? That is how you get it quick. So this is a good method to do it. Kind of neat. Okay. So now write down answers of each and every question yourself on a separate sheet of paper and move on to question number 6. Thank you and all the best.